To this question. What do you think I should do with the stock right now? Should I hold on to it? Should I sell it? Should I, what should I do? Let's see how some of you are going to react to this stock and see how you would trade this stock right here. Gillis says take a partial payment, profit. Sell partial. What does level 2 tell you? Andrew's saying, okay, hold on to it. Get ready. It's too long. It's about to flatten out right here. Okay. Well, here's the beauty of it. Right now, I'm up $910. All right. And I know some of you here did trade. Did anybody get the stock in the trading room? I know there's some of you trading it. But what we teach you here at Cyber Trade University, at a $900 profit, should we hold on to it? Should we try to get greedy and make more money? What would you do right now if you were up that much money right now? Take the profit, trailing stop? No. That's not the right answer. If it was me, LB said I would get out. Kevin said, see, now you see how everyone is starting to answer different questions. And you know what? I'm going to go out there and I'm going to load my position, market, and I'm going to sell it. I'm out. Okay. So this is what I want to show everybody here. And let me show you how trading works. At a $900 profit, would use simple math. Times that by 5 days a week, times that 52 weeks a year. Okay. Where are you going to work an hour a day and make $250,000? All right. Where is that possible? Anyone happy with that? You see what I'm saying? Like, my point that I'm trying to get to here is that you don't have to kill it. You can't buy it at 2 and sell it at 7. You know what I mean? You can't buy, you could buy it at 5 and sell it at 6 and still be happy. You know what I mean? I chase the stock, and that's okay because the buyers are out there. So a couple of things I want to point out to everybody here. You don't have to make a lot of money to have a successful career in trading. And the second thing is, what we're about to learn is, why is it going up and why is it going down? And will the trend continue? Because there are some people out here, and you all know who you are, and you all probably will agree with me. How many of you here hold your losers too long and sell your winners too soon? But that all becomes with experience and with trading. So let me get right to it and tell you a little bit about what we're going to do. But before we do that, I just want to let everybody know, I'm not making any guarantees that works for everybody. I'm not making any promises, no warranties. It bases student by student. And some of you are here, students, know that. You're in there, and that's why you're part of Cyber Trade University. But there is a very high risk in trading, so please be very smart before you go out there and do that. Now, here's a couple of things we're going to learn. I'm going to talk about how to find these stocks. I'm going to talk about how do we show you where the big money is. I'm going to show you the important tools that you need. All these big things that help you be a better rounded trader when it comes to trading. Now, getting back to the stocks that are going on, we see what the Dow is doing. I mean, you see the Magnificent 7 stocks are doing phenomenal. Now, is it going to continue? Is it going to go up or going down? Well, listen, let's go to the markets and take a look again. There are a lot of stocks out there that are moving. Like you could see here, NVIDIA, okay? Like Intel, okay? Like Apple, all right? But the thing that you probably want to know is, what makes these things go up and go down? Could everyone tell me to answer that question for me? What drives stocks up and down in the market? And if you can't answer this question, I'm going to tell you to quit trading right now. Okay. Buyers and sellers. That's what we need to focus on, the buyers and sellers. Now, when you start implementing moving averages, RSIs, Bollinger Bands, MACDs, I don't know, anything else you guys like that looks familiar? I think it's a little tense. I mean, looking at that, does that help you decide a stock's going to continue to go up or go down? Or would you want to look at something like this, where you just see where the orders are? Because let's think about this for a second. The GSIW, we sold it at 6. What's the price of the stock now, ladies and gentlemen? Where's it trading at? Where's the stock right now? GSIW. You look over here on the right-hand side. Right? 560. That is literally 40 cents, 30 cents from where we just got out. Right? Now, we could have sold it more, but being a generous person that I am, I held it for $1,000 less of a profit to kind of show you what it's like. Why do I do that? Because I love teaching people to show you, how to make a living in trading. And a lot of it is knowing where to get in, where to get out, and follow the money. And that's what we're going to focus on. So my question to everyone here is this. How long have you guys been trading for? And what I mean by that is taking it seriously. Listen, I've been trading my whole life, but am I doing it seriously or I took off? You know what I mean? I know some of you are retired. Some of you are starting to get in. By the way, we have a little poll question up there. Maybe you guys could fill that out. Let's do that. Let's see how you guys answer from there. Now, I've been doing this for 30 years. I love what I do. I think it's the greatest job in the world, but I also seen people blow up their accounts, and for several different reasons. But the thing is, it's all about learning how to play the game of trading. Now, you could see here, I'm going to end the poll. I'm going to share the results. There are people here that have been trading for a very, very long time in the market, okay? And there's some new people here. But the thing is, great traders never stop learning, and that's why you're here. I want to do something pretty cool here while I have you guys on the phone. While I have you guys here. Hold on. Okay, so I want to post something up here. Does anyone here ever use ChatGTP? I'm going to ask ChatGTP right here. What is the success rate of people trading in the market? Okay, now watch this. Let's see what ChatGTP tells us. The success rate of traders very widely is developed on factors, experience, strategy, and everything else. Okay, so the percent is around 70 to 80% of the people fail. All right, tend to lose money, in trading. So think about that. Anybody here that has not received education has failed. Now, what about this? What is the success rate if you got some education? All right, let's see what that tells us. Estimated now basically education may range from 20 to 40% opposed to 10%. So you see how it also jumps up there. All right. Now, let's ask a question. Does Cyber Trading University a good trading school to learn from? Spell Cyber Trading University wrong. Hold on. All right, let's see what it comes up. Yeah, Cyber Trading University is considered a reputable, valuable individual, experienced leadership, been around for 25 years, day trading, swing trading, everything else. So you can see here. So my point is that I don't know if you guys use ChatGTP, but I just came back from Toronto. I was basically teaching about human versus machine. And I just happened to kind of just think about, let me just ask these people, ask ChatGTP, and let the AI tell me what, scanning the whole market and let me know if these people are, who's legit and the failure rate. So the thing is this, the reason why everyone is here is you're here to learn how to trade. And you could see the failure rate of what doing it on your own getting somewhat of education, and then finding a reputable company that is going to get you past that, that 10%, 90% failure rate, let's call it. So did anyone ever do that before? Louise says, I love ChatGTP. Anyone ever do that? Well, that's a good way of asking certain things. But the reason here is we're not going to listen to ChatGTP. We have to make our own decision. So I am here to kind of ask everyone here and teach you all how to do it the right way. And I'm going to show you my style of what we do. But like I said, it always comes down to knowing who really trained you how to do it. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. Obviously, you can see what ChatGTP was telling you, but I've been doing this for over 30 years. I've surrounded myself with great traders. I've done presentations for some of the biggest brokerage firms, exchanges in the world. And the thing is, I love what I do, but I'm also here not just to teach. I'm also here to recruit traders that I could trade with. Okay, so part of being a good trader is not just being taught, but it's also surrounding yourself with a bunch of great traders that have the same goals like you do. Now, here's a picture of my family. I've been married for over 26 years now, maybe 27, I think. God forbid. 3 wonderful sons. I mean, I love trading because I travel around the world. I just love what I do. Okay. I also have a home living channel. If you want to know what I do on the side, I love cooking. I love gardening. I love backyard chickens. I love fishing. I love doing all these things because I have the freedom to do that as a trader. And I know some of you might might enjoy something. If it's hunting, if it's golf, if it's whatever it may be, sewing. But when you trade, I mean, when you work 9 to 5 really makes things very difficult. Okay. But that's why we're all into this business of trading. But the thing is, you have to learn how to play the game. You got to know where to look. You got to know what's going on in the market, and you got to know how to react to it. And you got to know how to trade with people that are very good at what they do. Now, regarding about what happened with the Fed, they came out these news announcements. I mean, they lowered 25, but it was like more than 50. And you could see how the market react to it. But twice as much. How did that work out? You could see how the market literally hadn't reacted too big on the news yesterday, but it really did react pretty big this morning. And you could see how the Dow and the S&P are all breaking all-time highs. Now, you probably want to know what's going to come next, right? Is it too late to get in? Well, let me tell you this. Stock market's not going out of business, all right? That's the beauty of it. And we're going into a presidential election. We have news that comes out no matter if it's an economic calendar, but traders are always looking to, make money in the market. But the thing is this, how do we know how to be competitive? You have to follow the orders. That's what trading is all about. So I'm going to teach you right now one of my most key tools that are going to help you succeed in trading. Now, for some of you, I know you're students here. You have watched me over the years. You see me do speakings on this all the time. And for some of you here for the first time, you're going to realize that trading is not as complicated what it is. It's all about following, and you all agreed, you all said it yourself. It's all about following orders. But you need to know exactly how to follow the orders by knowing where the buyers and sellers are. Now, before I go into the training part of it, let me just remind everyone here really quick what we're going to be doing. I'm going to invite every single one of you here to come into my trading room. Now, here's my cyber group trading room. Just want to bring this over here so you guys can watch it. And you could see that these are all the traders in the room right now. Because the middle of the day, it's kind of slow. There's only about a little less than 200 people in there. But these are all our instructors: Josh, John, me, Alex, Rich. Everyone's out there. These are all the traders: Lita, Grant, Doug, Phil, Ross, Chuck, Lawrence. Look at all these traders in here. And right here in the middle, we have our alert service. We're chatting with our traders, and we're doing live audio broadcasts. So what I'm looking to do at the end of when we're done in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to invite every single one of you into this trading room. And you're going to see how we find the stocks, how we follow orders, how we use different platforms, all that good stuff. Okay. So something you want to make sure you stick around for it. But before I do that, without wasting your time, let me teach you the style of what we teach at Cyber Trade University And what we teach here is what I was taught as being a market maker on Wall Street. All right. Now regarding and Louise, thanks for sharing that. Yeah, there's about 200 people on the average, but people come and go depending on what part of the country they are, what part of the world they're from. So you get people come in the morning, the afternoon, yada yada yada. Now, most platforms just let you know, they all offer something called level 2 quotes. Now, who here has level 2 quotes? Just give me a quick yes or no. Who has level 2? Andrew, you have it? Okay. I assume everyone's going to type in yes because it's free. It moves everything. Now, I tell everyone this, that level 2 has been outdated since the 1990s. So it's really not the platform of choice to kind of give you and follow the supply and demand. But let me just give you a little brief explanation of what exactly it is. All right. So right here, you got buyers. And over here is the ask. And those are the sellers. Now you have 3 columns. You have a 4-letter abbreviation of an exchange, the price that stock is trading at that exchange, and the third column is how many shares that are looking to be bought at that exchange. Everything there is multiplied by 100. Whoever wants to buy for the most amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to buy for less money is down at the bottom. Whoever wants to sell their shares of Apple's up on top. Whoever wants to sell it for more money is down at the bottom. So what you're looking at is specifically every order that's being traded at that exchange. Now, the reason why this is outdated, and let me just clear this out, is because it doesn't show you all the data. It doesn't show you all the buyers and all the sellers. I mean, you're seeing volume, you're seeing buyers, you're seeing the price action, all that. But the issue is there are more people trading other than the best bid and best offer at that exchange. Now, this is what I want to ask everybody right now. Who here has level 3? Okay. Yes, no, I'm not sure. I'm going to do a poll question. And if you're a student, do not answer this question. Okay. All right. So here's the big shocker. All right. Remember, I just showed you what ChatGPT said, the failure rate. Watch what happens when I share the poll. I'm going to end it. I'm going to share it. 83% of you do not have it. 17% of you do. Okay. So literally talking almost 20 and 80%. Now, remember I told you the failure rate is about 70 to 90%. Guess what? Now you know why people fail. Now, what I'm about to show you right now is going to, and I always tell everyone, it's going to be quite disturbing because you're going to look at it and be like, wait a minute, I can't believe that I don't know this data. I didn't know it even existed. Okay. But now you're going to see how important it is. Now, let me explain something to you. When I started, the only way you could get access to this data is you had to get licensed as a trader. You had to work for a brokerage firm. You had to live here in New York. You had to split the profits, and you had to pay $20, $30 a trade. Now, all of that has been eliminated. You have a seat on the exchange. You could actually see every order out there in the entire world. You could see who's buying it. You could see selling it. You could see everything. Okay. Now, I'm going to explain to it. I'm going to show you a couple of examples, and I could almost guarantee that everybody here is going to want to get it. Okay. Now, this is not my data. This is directly from the exchange. So just remember, you have the right now to have a seat on the exchange. People paid millions and millions of dollars back then. They don't exist anymore. Now it's free. So what you're looking at is we're looking at the NASDAQ exchange. We're looking at the stock NVIDIA, and we're seeing every buyer at every single price around the entire world. We're also seeing every seller out there that is trying to sell NVIDIA at every single price, and every share out there that's looking to be sold and how many orders make that up. So you're seeing everything. This is not no fake news. This is not hidden orders. This is not, anything. This is this exchange. Okay. So back in the day, if you remember watching the New York Stock Exchange and you saw those people running around left and right, they're not there anymore. They're here. This is what has changed over the years. Okay. Now, let me explain to you how we use it, because that's the fun part. So, how does stocks go up and go down? Buyers and sellers. So right here, you'll see how the stock, we're looking at Tesla, came all the way down. Right around 12 o'clock, it stopped specifically right here at 22.17. And then the stock goes all the way back up to $230. Now, why did it stop at 22.70, everyone? Why did it stop at $227? Can anybody answer that question? Why didn't it stop at 220, 225? Why did it pick 227? Buyers stepped in, right? Buyers stepped in. All right, good. Well, do you see buyers on a chart? No, I don't see anything. But what I do see here is when I go to the exchange and I look at the buy orders and I look at all these orders, I see there's a 6-digit number, which is this number right here at $227. Now, there's a lot of orders out there, and a lot of them don't, you might look at it and says, these numbers move very fast. I don't know. What am I looking at? 95% of what you're seeing there is garbage. What you're focused on is this, the big block orders. And with that, you're seeing that there are 17 orders around the entire world that make up the 217,000 shares. Now, let me bring up my calculator. And actually, do I have to do that? I don't think I have to do that anymore. Hold on. I think we fixed that. No, I didn't fix it. All right. So when you really, really, really think about that, $227 times 217,000 shares, you're talking over $50 million worth of stock that's looking to be bought right there. Now, do you think $50 million worth of stock is a big demand, or the guy above him that's looking to buy 1,500 shares times 227 equals 300,000? 50 million, 300,000. What about you? How many shares would you buy of Tesla, or you could afford? You know what? I'll save it and not put a gun to your head. I don't think you're dumping 200. I don't think you're dumping 500,000 shares. I mean, $50 million worth of stock, or even $300,000 worth of stock. All right. So you could see it could add up pretty quickly. Same thing goes for sell size. Stock, it goes up. You want to know where resistance levels? The only way to know where resistance levels is how to read the future. And the future where are the orders looking to sell? Well, when we look at PLTR, we look at the sell column, we see this 6-digit number of 167,000 shares. And there are 65 orders that make up the 167,037. You know what? When I'm looking at all those other orders, 1,000, 1,500, 1,200, 167,000, yeah, definitely might be a resistance in my book. Now, I'm going to ask you the same question one more time. How do stocks go up and down in the market, everyone? How do stocks go up and go down? Everyone just write BNS. I'll save the typing. Dale, what about you? David, April, what about you? Just write BNS so I know that you're paying attention. Okay? There you go. Thanks a lot, April. Thanks a lot, Frederick. Good. Don't worry. I'm listening. I'm watching you. Because remember, part of being a good mentor is having a good teacher that's going to be on top of you, because some of us need to be called out and make sure we know what we're doing. Chart doesn't tell you that. Orders do. Let's talk about some examples that we did yesterday. All right. Did anyone see the stock AVGO? Anybody saw this one? AVGO? Everything you did? Okay, good. Now the stock is trending down. Now let's think hypothetically, this could be any stock, right? When you're in a stock and it's going down, what do? What's your game plan? Do you freak out? Call 911, call your buddy up? Who you call? What do you do? What is going to prevent this stock from going lower? What do? Maybe you know where the buyers are, right? So AVGO, you'll notice that there was a buyer right here of 95,000 at 162. And I blew it up over here on the bid side. So remember, for a stock to go down and you want to know when it's going to stop, there's only one way to figure that out. You got to know where the buyers are. All right. And even though the stock is trading at 163, like it or not, 162, which is about another $1.30, 50 cents away, is that it's going to probably test it. Well, you're watching it, and you could see how the stock, like it or not, it went down to that 162. And you literally had several minutes to jump in at 162. And if you did get at 162 patiently, it went from 162 to 165, which is a pretty nice little profit there, wouldn't you say? How would you have known it was going to bounce there? Because of that big order out there. Let's look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA going down. Granted, it's up today, but that's irrelevant. That has nothing to do about, why is it at 113? You need to know where is going to be a good buy to get it. Well, the trend is your friend. You don't want to buck the trend. But when you get down to the nitty gritty and you work your way down here, you will notice that the biggest buyer out here is all the way down at 113.85 for 145,000 shares. And you got 16 orders out there. That's a lot of orders out there. Okay. So you're talking about another almost $1 away. Like it or not, it's going there. So what do you think happens next? Went there, shot right up to 115. It has nothing other than the market showing you what the street is doing. Stop thinking about being on Main Street. Start focusing on being on Wall Street. Now, how about when a stock hits a top? Okay. Like a breakout. So here we have Apple beginning to move up, right? It's trending up. Being a good trader is you don't let a stock tell you where it's going. You should know where it's going to go before it gets there. You need to know where the exit is. And knowing where the exit on the stock is, you got to know where the big block orders are, which we call iceberg orders. And the iceberg order on this stock is 122,000 shares looking to be sold right here at $21.60. You got to be one step ahead of everyone else. Don't pay attention to 400 shares, to 800 shares, to 600 shares. Maybe 7,000, but realistically, 122, definitely on my radar. And by knowing that we're getting to that resistance levels and knowing that we got that big iceberg order, boom, if you didn't get out, now here you are converting a winner into a loser. Let's try Moderna, another one. Morning runner, beautiful stock, making a big pop, 69, things are already at 75. Without even thinking, I'm going to go see where the orders are. See, you got 100,000 shares sitting there at 75.40. I don't know about you, but that's a pretty big order right there, over $7 million. Didn't have that game plan, didn't get out quick enough, didn't sell into strength. Now you went from 75.40, now you're down to 72. And you're trying to wonder, I don't understand. It was doing great. We had a good run up. Who the hell pushed it down? Nobody pushed it down. You just came up to a big seller. And that's why we call them iceberg orders. Andrew says, does book viewers show all iceberg orders? Not all of them, because but it does show 50% of the orders. There are other ECNs out there, other stocks that trade different exchanges. Some trade on New York, some trade in CBOE, whatever it is. But NASDAQ is probably the largest. Okay. But if it's trading there, it's trading over the other place. So you don't have to go crazy with all of them. But these are the big things that we call big block orders. Now, listen, What makes an iceberg so popular? Anyone ever heard of the movie The Titanic? We all know didn't work out too well, knowing that when you see an iceberg, it only floats, the ice only floats so high. It's what's on the bottom of it. All right. Ice floats, but not all of it. And if you didn't know what was on the bottom level, like I said, didn't work out for the Titanic too well. And you don't want to be you don't want to be what happened to the Titanic. Now, what happens when the stock does a breakout? Now, listen, it could happen. We see stocks break resistance levels all the time. So how do we know if a stock's going to break a resistance? Well, let's look at this example right here. So here's Tesla. You had a big seller of 63,000 shares out here at 260. Now, what happened is now it's at 261. What just happened? Well, the reason it broke out that someone said, you know what? I like the stock. I need to buy it. And that could happen. And if it does happen, there's only one way to see it. You'll see it on something called time and sales. You'll see it on the orders. You'll see it everywhere. And if a stock does break that resistance levels, you got to know where the next resistance level is. And how do we know that? Work your way down. And then you could see, oh, got 100,000 share seller at 265. Got 2,000 orders out there that make it up. So getting past 61, it looks like the next resistance level is going to be 265, which is a pretty nice profit. And you know what? If you weren't prepared for it and you didn't get out of it, guess what? Now you went all the way back down to 254. Don't tell me it has never happened to you before. Okay? Because it happened to all of us. And probably a little too much, more times than others. And the reason why you're here is I'm here to explain to you is that if you follow the orders, this is what's going to help you to know where to get in, where to get out. But if you're having some indicator tell you, if you're reading some newsletter telling you, listen, the problem with them is they're delayed. And the thing is, they're probably right, but did you get prepared to get out of it or you got greedy? Now, who here would like to get Book Viewer? Who would like to get it? So here it is. This is what I want you to do. Here's my email address, Fausto P at CTU Corp. So what I want you to do is open up your inbox, and I want you guys to send me an email right now, Fausto P at ctucorp.com. There we go. I'll put it in the chat room here. FAUSTOP at ctucorp.com. There you go. All right. So there's my email, and just say, hey, Fausto, send me, please send NASDAQ book. All right. I'll even copy and paste it for you. There you go. And just hit send. And then I will get the email. Okay. Now, I'm not going to bring you to the website. I'm not going to bring you to NASDAQ's website because the thing is this, if you go out there and get it, you're probably going to get the wrong one. Okay. So better yet, you email me. Let me give you 2 videos, my 5-minute videos. I'm going to show you where to get it. Make sure you get the right one and not buy the expensive one because you don't need it. How to set up the defaults. Okay. And how to trade on it. Very quick, easy, simple layouts. Okay. So, now, one of the questions people always ask me is, how much does it cost? Well, listen, when I started, like I told you before, to have a seat on the exchange cost over $1 million. To get this data, I used to pay $1,000 a month. Imagine paying $1,000 a month at 22 years old, 30 years ago. That's like paying like $4,000 or $5,000 today. Why would I do that? I'm not telling you guys to pay $4,000 or $5,000. You know what it costs today? $15. Okay. That's what the exchanges are charging you to get a seat on the exchange. Now, why nobody want to pay $15 is beyond me. And let me just tell you right now, I'm going to save you some time. If you think $15 is too much money, you should just log out right now, go back to your day job. I know that, they just passed some laws that you can get $15 an hour. Just do that because you'll end up blowing up your account. I was in Toronto. I just came back last week. Great audience. Had over 100 people in there. I know some of you were here too. And I just had people kept asking me, the same question. Oh, my brokerage firm offers it for me for free. I'm like, yeah, which one is it? It's level 2. It wasn't book viewer. Okay. And they all asked the same question. Oh, you in Toronto? Okay, there you go. Ivis, you were there? Perfect. By the way, you have your chat to host and panelists. Just click where it says to everyone if you can. Well, if you were there, you probably heard some of the people asking me, can I get it for free? And I'm like, did you hear what I just told you? Do you work for free? Could you know what? I need a ride. I need a chauffeur to ride me around Toronto. I told him I need it for the whole day. Could you do it for me for free? The guy's like, well, I got other things to do, but why not? Why not? You know what I mean? It's the point. Nothing is free in this world. So if you're looking for free stuff, you're in the wrong business. I'll give you another example. I told everybody. How do brokerage firms make money charging you free tickets? They're trading against you. They're banking that you're going to lose money. They're like the biggest casino, right? I don't work for them. I work for you. So the thing is, do it right or don't do it at all. Couple of quick little shout outs really quick. There I go. Andrew, I got your email. By the way, if you can, everyone, just please give me your name so I can write it. Okay, Al, I got yours. I don't know who you are. Joe, I guess. Carl, Lee. I got a bunch of people just texting me right now. Good. Yeah, that's another thing. Just email me and make sure you have your name. Please put name so I know how to call you. Okay. All right. Now, let's move on. And now, if you thought that was pretty cool, wait till I show you this. I'm going to show you level 4. All right. Now, what's this all about? Now, I know some of you here from the show, and I couldn't really show it too much in real markets. Okay. But I could show you now. All right. So the thing is this, you're getting everything that NASDAQ book viewer is, which I call level 3, but now you'll be able to see it on a heat map. Right. So you'll get to point things out. Now, I did a video, got over 1 million views on the video. I was explaining to everybody about all these big iceberg orders out there. Now, Rich, if you can post it up there, if anyone's not subscribed to my YouTube channel, my Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, please go there and register, and please like it and share it and leave a comment. I answer everybody back. Okay. And you should be subscribed to these channels. Okay. Don't be scared of the boogeyman from China watching it, whatever it is, in TikTok. Listen, the only way you can get that data out there. Now, I'm just going to bring up my Instagram. And I just want to share this with you. I want to show you a video that I just posted. Okay. Where am I? There we go. So here's my Instagram. We got almost 100,000 followers, and you could see right here, we just did a couple of videos, podcasts. This is with Larry McMillan. This is with Serge, Kathy Lynn. These are all big gurus in the industry, and you could see here in the bottom, this one had over 990,000 views. This one was just on yesterday. But I want to show you this video right here. Watch this video on the video, because this one really didn't have any talking on it. This one did. Watch this one right here. Really tough time at 125. Let's go check it out. You can see right from here, we were getting close to 125. Stock was trending down all day. We get down to that 125, and it gets closer and closer. Trending still is going lower. Finally, we get to 125. And you'll see that big iceberg order. He gets filled. Once he gets filled, all those big orders start disappearing. That seller was done. And look at the big trend. Next support level, 120. If you want to survive it. So what I want to show you right there is this. Okay, I want to bring up in the video, this is pretty cool. So that video was made a while ago. Doesn't really tell me when the date is. Does it have the date on it? It was made about a couple of weeks ago. Okay. But I want to bring up in the video here and show it to you what we got going on. Now, that was the big order at 120. Look at this right here. Do you guys notice anything a little unusual on the right? Look where 120 is. How many shares are out there looking to sell? How many shares is that right there? $1.3 million. Bring out my calculator. I think I have to remind everybody. 1.3 million times 120. Talking about almost $150 million looking to be sold there. Okay. What happened this morning? Had a nice run from 117, starts going up. You notice anything a little unusual? It's never getting past 120. That order, when it was above 130, this guy's been out there since 9:30 this morning. Actually, I'm sorry, it's not a guy. Okay, it's several different people around the world. That order is probably made up of probably about a couple of thousand people. Okay, but now what you're seeing is oh, is that when it was posted the video on 7/10? Thank you very much. All right, so you could see that order out there. Now, does anyone here do any swing trading? Anybody swing trade? Meaning you trade more than one day. Okay, watch this. All right. You could also apply this towards swing trading. And when I scroll down further, look at the orders. 125, 130. And the real big orders are right around here. 150, 140, and 130, and 120. So you could see the stock is moving in basically on the long term in $10 intervals. All right. Look at that chart when you look at it over the course of the day. See how it's been hovering there at 120? So not only you're able to apply this towards a day trade, but you also can apply it as a swing trade. Now, did I lose anybody yet? Did I lose anyone? No, right? Now just think about this for a second. We've been talking for about 30 minutes. Could you imagine being and seeing this over the course of the day? Could you imagine and seeing this over the course of a week and see how it actually does work? Because they do this on every single stock, every single one of them out there. And that's the beauty about being a good trader, is knowing where all the buyers and sellers are and understanding how that game goes. But you could see here, the video is pretty much self-explanatory. You could see those orders clear as day. Now, how much smarter and better trading decisions if you're able to know where the 1.3 million share seller is, the 1.2 million shares, 1.7 million shares are on not only on the day trade, but on a swing trade or in a long-term trade. A lot of people don't know that. And that's why we're here. So what I want to do is I want to invite all of you guys to come into my trading room, and I'm going to throw a couple of bonuses out there for you. Okay. Gillis says, for everyone, not trading blind anymore. Thanks a lot very much, Gillis. And you know what? We all know we've been trading blind. Okay. And if you're going to be in denial, I can't help you there. But there's a reason why when you look at this right here, hold on a second. When you look at this right here, hold on, I just got to type something here. You can see Cybertrade University has been endorsed and has been sponsored by more brokerage firms than anyone in the industry. NASDAQ, Benzinga, look at that. Tastyworks, Thinkorswim, all of them. And that's something that you have to look at. And another thing you want to notice is right here. Cybertrade University has a 5-star rating in Google, which is almost unheard of. I don't think anyone here has ever seen, someone have a 5-star rating. Over 30 years been around. Why that is? Because we're very reputable. We have great customer service. We care about our traders. And we're going to tell you realistically, if it's for you or not. Now, who here wants to see more? Who here would like to see more? All right. Because what I like to do right here is I want to show you something. This is something I was asking ChatGTP. Okay. I just asked ChatGTP, who are the top schools in trading? Okay. And this is ChatGTP coming out with it. Cyber Trading University's first. Online Trading Academy second. Warrior Traders third. Investing Ground is fourth. Tim Sykes is fifth. You're still asking me, giving me the list. Bears and Bulls are sixth. So even ChatGTP knows who's ranked number one in the industry. All right. And you know what? They've done it just basically knows the algorithm out there. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you why we're ranked number one in the industry, why we're endorsed number one in the industry. But I need to teach you guys how to think for yourself. So before we do that, make sure you subscribe to my channel. We're live every morning, all that good stuff. Another thing, this is all you need to do right now. Now, like I told you this before, I don't want you guys to go out there and spend money, right? But I'm looking for serious traders. So what you need to do is this. Take your phone, and for $9, okay, I'm going to register you, and you're going to get all these great things for one whole week in my trading room. You're going to get my live trading room for a whole week. You're going to get live commentary where we do trading in the morning and in the afternoon, all live audio. You're going to be able to talk to our education advisors. You're going to be able to talk to our instructors. Some of you are going to be able to talk to me personally. I am also going to give you my book, okay, for free. You can go to NASDAQ. You can go to Amazon, pay me $47, but I'm going to give you my ebook for free. This is all for $9, okay? And not only that, but if you do register, I will personally talk to you on the phone, okay? And that is the big difference between trading with Cyber Trading University and then listening what separates Cyber Trading University and why, as the top 10 schools in the industry, why would we rank number one by ChatGTP? Okay. So all these things you're going to get: live trading room, workshops, traders talk library, coaching session, all for $9. And if you're not happy in a week, I'll give you your money back guaranteed. Listen, I don't need your $9. The reason why we ask people for $9 is because, we have almost 60, 70 people in here, right? Every one of you would register and want to come there for a week. I'm not looking for free people. No disrespect. I'm looking for people that are serious, okay? And I'd rather ask for something than nothing. And that's what separates you from going to a free concert than going to a paid concert. I went to a free concert in Central Park. I would never do that again, okay? I was hanging out with a million people, and I don't even want to tell you what I saw, what was going on there. But I would have rather paid the $9, okay? And it probably will eliminate 90% of those people out there. And those are the people I'm looking for, because if you can afford $9, you can afford to trade. All right. There is no fee after the week. Absolutely not. We're not gonna put you in a subscription. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right. Now, a couple of things that people always ask me is, when could I start? I mean, shoot, you should be starting immediately. Don't listen. Keep it fresh in your mind, right? If you want to start on Monday, maybe you go into the doctor or something like that. That's okay. You could do that too. All right. But lock it in now and go from there. Now, when you register, very important that you're very aware of this. We are going to show you basically what you're going to get. We're going to show you exactly how to set up the platform. You're going to talk to our instructors. You're going to see how we find these stocks. You're gonna get a lot of data. You're gonna finally realize if trading is for you or not. But like I said, it all starts here. Now I hear I hear my phone binging, which means that there are people purchasing. All right. So a couple of quick little shout outs right here. George, I just got your registration from Chicago. Welcome aboard. Ryan, just got your registration. Thank you very much. Appreciate the vote of confidence. Who's this? Woody from England. Oh, Canada. You're another one from Canada. You came from Toronto? Okay, good. Look forward to teaching you. Anybody else have any questions? I can see you guys starting to register right now. So just make sure that when you fill out that questionnaire, all we kind of want to know about you is make sure that you have the right brokerage account, who really trained you, and all that good stuff. Okay. But think about this. Look at that stock that we traded, right? This stock right here, GSIW. By the way, this is annoying. I got to get these indicators out of the way. It really, really hurt my eyes. All right. So, I mean, when was the last time you were in a stock that went from $2 to $7 or even from $5 to $6, right? I mean, like, they're there every day. They're there every day. Here's another one, TBIO that we traded. Stock went from $1.50 all the way to $5, right? You want to see this stock right here? Let me show you something really cool. Look at this. See this right here? That was the watch list that we posted at 9/17. Look what's on that list. TBIO, right? What did TBIO do? Again? And that was at 9/17. Stock went from 3. Once the market opened up, it ran to 5. Not bad. Yeah, okay, it's down to 270. But once again, where are the orders? Where were they selling? TBIO, do I have it right here? Oh, I do. Yeah, okay. See all the orders started showing up right around $5? See that big order right there? And he's still out there. And the order started showing up and kept pushing it down. These are things I'm going to teach you here at Cybertrade University. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's stop starting to pretend that we know what we're doing. And let's start following the orders. Let's start learning how to play the game of trading. Because you all know you want to do this. You all know that you can make money in it. You all agreed stocks are driven by supply and demand, by buyers and sellers. So let's get rid of all the noise and let's keep things simple and go from there. And follow and use the level 3 and level 4. A couple of questions here. When will I tell how do we access level 4? Manash, I didn't see you register yet. Did you register? Because I didn't see your order come in yet. Because we cover it in class. All right. Listen, I got to go. I have another event I have to go into. I'm doing a conference with another big brokerage firm right now, but pay the $9 and we'll go over it. We'll show you. We have a whole week, all day to see it. Okay. All right. Jan, thank you very much for registering for 365. I look forward to seeing you there too. And thanks for supporting us. Appreciate that. All right. A couple of the people just registered right here. Alan L from Virginia. Just got your registration. All right. Who else we got here? Yeah, Alan, you sent me an email, right? A while ago. Yeah, I remember you sent me something a while ago. We talked about it. April, I just got your registration. Welcome aboard. A couple of you also registered. Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you a dumb question? Is $9 going to kill you? What do you have to lose with $9, right? What do you have to lose? I've just showed you that you've been trading blind. And now you're going to see and experience what it's like to be with a real market maker, okay? There's a reason, and I know there are a lot of you might be a little skeptical, a little nervous, this and that. But the thing is this. If you can't afford $9, you really can't afford to trade. You really can't. So don't even waste your time. But for $9, look at all this stuff you're going to be getting for $9. Live trading room, live commentary, workshops, traders library, a coaching session with me personally. And the reason why I'm doing it is because I'm looking to recruit traders I could trade with. So the thing is this, if you like it and I think you have it in you, I'm going to interview you and I'll see if if we want to make you go past the week. Okay. But if you're not committed and we think that you're not qualified, I'll tell you point blank. I'll be like your doctor. You know what? The surgery is not for you. Right? Wouldn't it be nice to have someone to finally tell you that? And doesn't work out, I'll give you $9 back. Okay. No, Andrew, basically, you're going to do it directly through NASDAQ, not through me. We don't work for NASDAQ. I don't get paid by now. I don't work for anybody other than you. Okay. This is all going to go through the exchange. You think about it. Could you imagine walking to the door of the New York Stock Exchange and paying them $15 to walk on the floor and seeing where all Goldman Sachs and Merrill Lynch and Shearson do that? I mean, who doesn't want that? People pay thousands. They say, I would love to go down there and pay that. Now you can only pay 15. Why wouldn't you not want that? I have no idea. But before you do that, don't pay the 15, pay the 9, and then let me show you a little bit more, and then we'll worry about the 15 later. A couple of you just registered again. Al Rowell, I got yours from Florida, from Fort Lauderdale. So my in-laws are there. They're actually coming on Friday, coming up for a wedding. Love the area. I go to Fort Lauderdale all the time. So it's probably where I'm going to be moving after my son graduates. I have one more son left, my youngest school, but I'll probably be there. Masan Nasser, is that you from Irving, Texas? Is that the one? I think you were the one that was just chatting me back. No. Masan, I didn't. Oh, yeah, that's you. Okay, perfect. I got it. I got your registration. Perfect. By the way, you have your chat written to host and panelists. If you could do it to everyone, that'd be great. A couple other people here just registered. Minas from Largo, Florida. A lot of people from Florida. Great. All right, good. Good to see you all. Like I said, guys, it's $9. You're going to get all this great stuff. You could just scan it on your phone if you don't want to get off the screen, or you could do it do it the other way. A couple other people just registered coming across here. Who else we got? Don Robinson from Toronto. Did I meet you, Don, at the show? You at the Traders Expo? I mean, at the Money Show? I just got your registration. I mean, you had to be if you're from Toronto. All right. Any other questions, folks? I have to go. I got to get ready. But listen, if you want to know how to find these stocks, if you want to know exactly how to read level 3 and level 4, if you want to know how to download that software, like I said, if anyone here believes in AI, you know what I mean, and want to know why, Cybertrade University was on, that's the wrong window. Where is it again? Is it this one? Oh, there we are. CYCTU has all this great comment and been ranked #1 from this AI, wherever it is. I'm trying to look it over. Comprehensive. Tell you, pretty cool stuff what they wrote about me. I didn't even read this stuff. I got to read this. So you emphasize on tightening knits community through a live trading room. Wow, look at all this stuff. Wow, it's pretty scary how you find out stuff about you. Cost value, of course, is not cheap, but they offer insight value through comment. Okay. Very honest. Yeah. C2 is one of the unique advantages, focus on level 2 and level 3 markets, giving students the tools to gain. OTA offers in a range. Oh, pretty cool stuff. All right, traders. Learn a little bit about myself I didn't even know ChatGPT was also promoting that stuff about me, but that was pretty cool. All right. Anybody else that registered? Yeah, I see a few of you guys coming in here. All right, traders. So once again, I will see all of you. Now, listen, if you didn't move forward with Cybertrade University, I get it. Maybe you want to do your research. Maybe you want to ask ChatGPT a little bit more. Maybe you want to see all the recommendations. I get it. But the thing is this, if you don't move forward CTU, you got to learn from more than one person. But I just told you before, look what happened when you do not get education. You are part of a 90% failure rate. Okay. I don't know if a doctor told you this, you got a procedure and says, yeah, you could live with it, but if we do the procedure, you got a 90% failure rate, you're going to die. Would you continue? Would you go with that procedure, or you rather just deal with it? Right. So a lot of you are going with the surgery. So then do it right. Then do it right. Don't just do it. Get the education proper. And if it's not with me, then do it with any of those other competitors. But just do your homework. Go out there, learn from a couple of people, but don't go out there and be the ignorant ones that try doing it on their own, because it's not that fun. Because if you think $9 is expensive, try ignorance, because $9 could be 900, 9,000, or blow up your account. Thanks for listening, everyone. Look forward to seeing you all in the trading room. Trade safe. All right, guys. And all the students that came here, thanks for coming and supporting CTU. It's always great seeing you. I'll see all the students back in the trading room. Thanks, everyone.